to say, Devi gave me the book a couple of days ago. So I went through most of the songs in detail. It was said in the very beginning, and also it is said in the book, that Mr. Anandji was not musically trained. That position or that statement, I must say, is an empirical statement based on a preponderance of a view by the public of what music is. And this is the connection to the Gita, because that word is very profound. Gita Prabhashakai. In the 9th chapter of the Gita, Lord Krishna, if you don't mind, I'll sit down. Not sitting. In the 9th chapter of the Gita, there is a particular verse, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Satatam kirtayantah mam yatantascha tridavrithaha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayuktaha upasate. Very, very important verse. Bhagavan says, he describes the qualities that people have, those people who seek me, upasate. What are those qualities? Dhritavrataha, they make very firm vows. Yatantaha, strivers, seekers, but with alertness. They will not compromise in what they seek. What do they seek? Mam. This is Krishna speaking, Bhagavan speaking. Mam yatantaha. Not lokam yatantaha. Mam yatantaha. How? Bhaktya. Namasyantascha. They offer themselves to me. But the clincher in that verse is in the first line, the second word. Satatam kirtayantascha. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you what kirtanam means. It derived from the dhatu, kirt, belongs to the 10th gana. Kirt is samsabdena, to celebrate, to acknowledge, to praise, to glorify. That's the meaning of that word. Kirtanam is derived from the dhatu. That which glorifies the Lord, that alone can be called kirtanam. Sankirtanam is the glory of the Lord. There is no Sankirtanam otherwise. That's why it's called Bhagavad Gita. If I were to say, looking at the words of SwamiNathan's compositions, he understood what music is. He understood what kirtanam is. That is why you might say, perhaps empirically, that he was not trained in music. But I tell you, I have no doubt in my heart that he was 100% trained. Because the music that we say music It's not the music. The music that he sees is the music. What did he see? The glory of the Lord. Yatantascha dridhavrataha mam bhaktya upasate. That is the glory of those compositions. That is why the inherence of the music in those compositions, talented musicians like Mr. SwamiNathan1 could inspire us all. The music is in the kriti. The ragas are in the kriti. The talas are in the kriti. That is music. Music is not in the ragas. I am sorry to say. That is external manifestation of that music. Music is that which praises the glory of the Lord. And the one who has understood that is the musician. So please don't ever say that he was not trained in music. That is a wrong statement. As far as I am concerned, among all of us here, he was the only one who was trained in music. He was the only one. I have no doubt about it. Because when I was listening to these songs, I have not listened to them before. She was very kind enough to give me his CDs. I was just inspired. I was really inspired. Because I felt, oh my God, here is a true Vaggeyakara. A true Vaggeyakara who has understood what music is. Satatam kirtayantaha yatantascha dridhavrataha mam namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayuktaha upasate. An epitome of that 9th chapter Gita verse, I think, I believe, I am firmly convinced that the exemplifier of the Gita verse is Mr. SwamiNathan1. Just to say a few words about the songs, and I'll be remiss if I don't say how these compositions were rendered by Mr. SwamiNathan1, starting with that Amsatvani piece on Jagadamba, followed by the Chakravaham. I'm very happy to hear Chakravaham without sounding like Ahir Bhairavi. So congratulations to him. The Suddha Saveri piece was wonderful. And on Suddha Saveri, Smita was equally talented in giving the rebuttals, Vadam and Prativadam. See, an accompanying artist, particularly the fiddle vidwan, should have one characteristic. He or she should not reproduce what just the vocalist sings. Because the ragas are vast. Raga devatas are infinite. Why just limit the scope of the raga by just repeating what SwamiNathan1 sings? Right? Then you are not exploring the raga. So I was very happy in the swaras, in the niravals and the swara prastara, these long chorways, that he, just like a waterfalls, it was cascading from him. But equally Smita was replying, but not in the same way. That is a talent, that I must say. Shuddha Danyasi I was very happy to hear it. Especially Mr. SwamiNathan1's, these akaras. These akaras were wonderful. I'm not sure. I'm going to make a guess. He might confirm it or deny it. He must have listened to lot of Veena. He must have listened to lot of Nadaswara. I don't know, is that true? Because these akaras, the normal vocalist cannot produce. That, my God, I mean, his tongue must be thin. Like tongue twisters our tongues become thick, After the age of 8, this is a fact. Whether doctors confirm it or not, I don't know, but the Vedas say it. If you cross the age of 8, Garbhoshtama, 7 months, 7 years plus 2 months. When you reach 7 years plus 2 months, the tongues become thicker. Then you cannot recite the Vedas. Vedas recitation, you have to have the flexibility of the tongue. And this gentleman's tongue must be thin. Otherwise, those akaras, I don't think anybody can produce. The Sutta Dhaniyasi, that Mohanam was, he just brought Ayyappa in front of all of us. He is inspired. Very Panduvarali, I am very happy to hear because எல்லாம் சுத்த மத்தியமம் ராகமாகவே வந்துட்டு இருந்தது. ஸோ அது ஒரு கான்ட்ராஸ்ட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி பிரதி மத்தியமத்தில் அந்த பந்தூராளி ராகா is structured. If you look at, analyze the frequencies of the notes, the intervals of the frequencies, it is so structured. It is so structured, it will produce the best voice culture. That's why Maya Malagaula is the beginning. It's Pratimathima Panthurali. It's a musically, mathematically structured notes. And the line, Srotavahayati in Veredaki, Kumara, Jaya Kumara, Sri Kumara. Go Pucha Yati, Srotavahayati. ஒன்று மேலேருந்து கீழே இறங்கணும், இன்னும் கீழேருந்து மேலே போகணும். குமார ஜெயகுமார ஸ்ரீகுமார. And I am so happy he took the line Kumara. That reminded me of Dikshita's great composition, Ramanathan Bachegam. There they will do this Niraval on Kumara Guru Guru. Correct? அதே இதில் வந்துட்டு வந்தார் அவர். Then his voice, Kirshtai Panchamam, அந்த பந்தூராளியில் காந்தாரத்துக்கு மேலே போகிறதில்லன்னு ஒரு ட்ரெடிஷன், மேல்ஸ்தாய் காந்தாரத்துக்கு மேலே. But he went to the மேல்ஸ்தாய் பஞ்சமா. So from Kirshtai Panchama to Tarasthai Panchama, that could tell you what is the voice range he has. And when you reach these upper octaves, one should have the timbre nu சொல்றது. So there should not be no pissil. The voice should be clear. The notes should come clear. Intonations of the notes, not of the words, of the notes. When you have these gamakas, especially the brigas, fast brigas that he was putting, every note you can hear. That's a talented musician. Then the Yamuna Kalyani piece, wonderful. But I would say the Mangalam is the best. Because that is where I get the clue that he was a musician. Gita Paribhashakaya Mangalam. And Prakash Rao gave good support throughout the compositions. Mr. Chaputani was very wonderful. If you would allow me, Sundara Narayane, Kinchit Slokam, Kritavan Asmi, Aduna Vaktum Chami. Sundara Narayanam, Bhakta Shirom Mani. Guru Pavanesha Gananchali Karakam Drida Buddhya Sanchalita Shraddha Yuktam Vandeham Manasa Kula Bhushanam Bhattam. Each line has 13 aksharas. Ati Jagati meter பேர் இருக்கு. 13 aksharas, 7 plus 6, 7 plus 6 and 4. So I will just repeat it. Sundara Narayanam Bhakta Shironmani Guru Bhavanesha Gananchali Karanam Drida Buddhya, அங்கே ஒரு அக்காரா எலைகள், திருட புத்தியா அசஞ்சலித்த சேர்ந்து வரும்போது திருட புத்தியா சஞ்சலித்த ஸ்ரத்தா யுக்தம். கீதா சொல்றது இல்லையா, திருட விருத்தாக வந்தேகம் வந்தேகம் மனசா வந்தேகம் குலபூஷணம். Of course, we are all happy. He is from Kerala, perhaps. You will be happy. But I am happy. He is a Bharatiya. He is a Bharatiya. That is why Kulabhushan. நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் கௌரவம். Not just Kerala. Don't hold up. இதுக்கு share பண்ணுங்க. Don't hold it. He is Kulabhushan. He is a Bharatiya. We are happy that he lived in New Jersey. So he New Jersey and Sakam Kulabhushan. And Parama Bhakta. So thank you all.
Sri SwamiNathan, thank you so much for your generous words on today's concert and the artists, as well as the insightful